Hello friends, today we are going to talk about how to take your life and happiness into your own hands. It often seems that external circumstances determine our mood and success, but in reality our power lies in wise decisions and a conscious approach to life. In this video, I will share simple yet powerful ways to help you manage your happiness and create your reality. Life is a game, but it is not clear who invented it, what the rules are, and why it was started in the first place. We live once, and therefore rule number one is not just to survive, but to live cheerfully, pleasantly, and happily. To make this task easier, we need to think and act wisely. Wisdom is not always in years and wrinkles, but rather in the ability to look at everything that happens more simply, not to hang on to too much to avoid dubious paths in life. Everything is ingeniously simple and obvious, but people rarely do so. A few secrets how to become wiser and make life easier. Point 1. Saying what you want to get. Don't expect people to have telepathic abilities. Unspoken expectations from others are 100% future resentment. If there are expectations from others, it's your job to let them know. They may or may not do it depending on what they want. It helps to get what they want or to renegotiate relationships with people. It works in relationships, friendships, family, and other situations. 2. It's never too late to do something. Sometimes wise thoughts come too late, but that doesn't mean you can't make a wise decision later. Who even says it's too late or not? You're never too old for a job change, a lifestyle change, a failed relationship. Time will pass anyway, but things will be different in a month, a year, or 5 years from now. You can start doing anything right now. Point 3. Please yourself, not others. We often please the people around us. Try to please them, try not to upset them, and think about them. But you are a human being too. When will it be your turn? When will your interests and desires be prioritized over someone else's? It's time to be happy at your own celebration of life. Point 4. Choosing healthy relationships. Many people get into codependent or toxic relationships and are therefore unhappy. As a result, the person spends time dealing with other people's problems rather than their own, which get worse. Life with an unsuccessful partner becomes worse when such a person pulls down. It's easier to avoid an unhealthy relationship than it is to deal with someone else's complications and cockroaches later. Stop trying to save other people. Help yourself better and find yourself a normal other half. 5. I don't want to live this way. I want to live differently. Often you hear from people that they don't want to live, but it always means that they don't want to live the way they are currently living. People want to end the things that cause them pain and trouble, so you have to keep going and act as quickly as possible to change things. Point 6. You don't need permission to do if you make a conscious and well thought out decision, but who cares how others react to it? No one has to give permission to do anything because only you decide what you do and how you do it. You don't need approval, permission, or other influences. Point 7. Observing negative feelings. Often people struggle with their negative emotions. It is best to treat negative feelings like fall leaves floating on water. Call them what they are by simply acknowledging them and not judging yourself for it. Don't get involved in your emotions deeper or resist them. Just let them float on. Point 8. Confidence in your experience, intelligence, and skills. Your confidence may fluctuate every day and at every moment in time, but your knowledge, experience, intelligence, and skills do not fluctuate. These things remain constant and improve over time. Trust things that are permanent and concrete. The wise thought and decision is to rely on your base. 9. Accumulated anger. Not a bad mood. Sometimes we are sad, depressed, or moodless. Sometimes we write it off to difficulties, but often the reason for the anger is because of something or someone. Find out what makes you angry and deal with it. Point 10. Small changes are better than perfection. You don't have to fix everything at once, and the pursuit of perfection is the enemy of good. Just start with something you can do. This will help get rid of the expectations and pressure of trying to be perfect. Focus on positive small steps and consistency. 11. Don't prove anything to anyone. All our lives we struggle to prove to the world and people around us that we are worth something. At some point you get tired of it and just go on living the way you want. You've proved everything to yourself, and that's enough. Point 12. By beginning to value yourself, you can remove spongers. When you stop belittling yourself and begin to value yourself, many people will stop fitting into your life. You'll piss off a lot of people who didn't put you down for anything, didn't respect you, didn't appreciate you, or took advantage of you. But it will help to clean up your environment. 13. You don't deserve it, but it has to be dealt with. You may have been through a lot in your life, starting when you were a kid. But you don't deserve to blame yourself for things that were out of your control. It's not your fault, but sometimes it's your responsibility when you have to clean up the mess. 14. Other people's words may not be true. Anything other people have said may not be true. It is not a truth carved in stone, but simply the opinion or even the mood of another person at one point in time. People do not always give out the truth or wise thoughts. In fact, they often make mistakes or deliberately distort the truth. 15. Thoughts about ourselves in the past and ourselves in the future. We always think of ourselves as a certain person. But every day we are who we will be today. Whether you will remain a person of the past or whether you will be a different person of the future. This is a choice we make all the time and every day. Wise thoughts and decisions do not often visit us because of our eternal busyness. We are always running somewhere on automatic. But what would happen if every day you changed your life a little bit in the direction that seems the most interesting and happy? Where will you be in a year or 5 years? Aren't you curious? People were asked what true but cruel truth of life they realized too late. Knowing other people's mistakes and difficulties will help you not to make similar mistakes yourself. What harsh lesson do we learn too late? When we are young, we think we know everything. But with age comes experience and wisdom, which we lacked before. We realize that we did a lot of things for nothing, and that we were wrong not to try other things. People with experience and life told us what they realized not immediately. What they wish they had known in their 20s. What wise life truth do people realize too late? 1. Being assertive and looking out for your own interests does not mean you are selfish. 2. The best is the enemy of the good. Sometimes chasing the perfect makes us unhappy. 3. Just because you put a lot into a relationship doesn't mean the other person does as well. 4. It's impossible to please and be good to everyone, no matter how hard you try, and there's no reason to. 5. You should take care of your teeth, health, and body from a very young age. 6. You can always find a new job, a new girlfriend, and new friends. 7. Don't harm yourself by trying to help others. 8. You don't have to chase after what society imposes. 9. Avoid spending money on nonsense and avoid loans. 10. It is almost impossible to become a millionaire. Try to be a solid middleman. 11. First, try to figure out what you really want to achieve in life. 12. Keep in touch with your buddies, friends, and acquaintances. It will come in handy. 13. It's never too late to try something new and desirable. 14. Don't let envy, worry, hatred, or memories spoil your life. 15. Don't be afraid, but try. Approach a girl, find a new job, achieve a goal. 16. Don't waste time on arguments, quarrels, and conflicts that have absolutely no meaning. 17. Getting married and having children is not the ultimate goal of life. 18. It doesn't matter what other people think and want. 19. Don't take failures as defeats. Just learn from them and develop further. 20. Be careful. It's easy to ruin your life with a fight or a failed marriage. 21. Don't give up trying to achieve your dreams, even if you are afraid of failing. 22. Life is too short to dwell on things that don't make you happy. 23. Politics, news, soap operas, social media, gossip. None of that matters. 24. Always calculate everything several steps ahead. Be wise and farsighted. 25. There is no need to pretend to be someone you are not. 26. Laziness and pessimism are the worst habits. 27. Choose carefully those with whom you make friends and marry. Take your time. 28. Travel, love, have sex, see off sunsets, and enjoy life. 29. Be thankful for life. Appreciate the good times and create happy memories. 30. Don't put your life goals on hold. The best time is today. Each of us has the power to make our lives better if we begin to apply these small but effective steps. Wisdom is not just knowledge, but the ability to use it for a better life. Share in the comments which of the ways you like the most and subscribe to the channel not to miss new videos. Don't forget to give us a like, click the bell, and see you in the next episode. May your life be filled with joy and wisdom.